Fire Caulk certification is indeed required in some jurisdictions. Fire Caulk is a specialized sealant used to seal openings around penetrations in fire-rated walls, floors, and ceilings. Its primary purpose is to prevent the spread of fire and smoke through these openings, maintaining the integrity of fire-rated assemblies. The International Building Code, or IC, mandates that fire caulk be installed by a qualified installer. The IBC defines a qualified installer as someone who has received training and certification in the correct methods for installing fire caulk. The National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, has established a certification program for fire caulk installers. This program is based on NFPA 720 standard for the installation of fire stop systems. To achieve certification, an installer must complete a training course and successfully pass a written examination. The training course covers several key areas. Firstly, the IBC and NFPA 720 standards. Secondly, fire caulk materials and appropriate installation techniques. And thirdly, the design and inspection of fire stop systems. Once certified, installers are included in a database maintained by the NFPA. This database serves as a resource for verifying an installer's certification status. If working in an area where fire caulk certification is mandatory, it's crucial to ensure that the chosen installer holds the appropriate certification. Verification can be done by consulting the NFPA database to confirm their credentials. Understanding the requirements for fire caulk certification involves examining several key components. Firstly, the purpose of fire caulk. Secondly, the role of relevant building codes and standards, and thirdly, the process of obtaining and verifying certification. Fire caulk's primary function is to maintain the fire resistance rating of walls, floors, and ceilings where penetrations exist. These penetrations can be caused by pipes, cables, conduits, or other building services. Without proper fire stopping, these penetrations can become pathways for fire and smoke to spread rapidly throughout a building. The International Building Code, or IC, plays a significant role in regulating the installation of fire caulk. The IBC references standards like NFPA 720 to define the requirements for fire stop systems and the qualifications of installers. These codes and standards are designed to ensure that fire stopping materials are installed correctly and effectively. NFPA 720 provides detailed guidance on the selection, installation, and inspection of fire stop systems, including fire caulk. It outlines the minimum requirements for installer training and certification, ensuring that individuals have the knowledge and skills necessary to perform the work safely and effectively. The certification process typically involves a combination of classroom instruction and hands-on training. Installers learn about different types of fire caulk, their applications, and the proper installation techniques. They also learn about fire stop system design, inspection procedures, and relevant building codes. The written examination assesses the installer's understanding of these concepts. Successful completion of the training and examination leads to certification, which is often valid for a specific period. To maintain their certification, installers may be required to participate in continuing education or recertification programs. Verifying an installer certification is essential to ensure compliance with local building codes and to ensure that the fire stopping work is performed correctly. The NFPA database is a valuable resource for verifying certification status. Building owners, contractors, and inspectors can use the database to confirm that an installer is properly certified. In summary, fire caulk certification is a requirement in many jurisdictions to ensure the proper installation of fire stop systems. The International Building Code and NFPA 720 play important roles in defining the requirements for certification and installation practices. By verifying an installer's certification, building owners and contractors can ensure that fire stopping work is performed by qualified individuals, protecting the building and its occupants from the spread of fire and smoke. Now let's delve into some specifics regarding fire caulk materials and installation. Fire caulk is available in various formulations, each designed for specific applications and fire resistance ratings. Some common types include intumescent caulk, which expands when exposed to heat, and elastomeric caulk, which remains flexible over time. The selection of the appropriate fire caulk depends on several factors, including the type of penetration, the substrate material, and the required fire resistance rating. It's crucial to consult the manufacturer's specifications and the project's fire stop design to determine the correct type of fire caulk. Proper surface preparation is essential for ensuring a good bond between the fire caulk and the substrate. The surfaces must be clean, dry, and free from any loose materials such as dust, dirt, or grease. Some surfaces may require priming to enhance adhesion. Fire caulk should be applied in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. This typically involves using a caulking gun to apply a bead of caulk around the penetration. The bead should be of the correct size and shape to completely fill the gap between the penetration and the surrounding substrate. It's important to avoid over-application or under-application of the caulk, as this can compromise the fire stop's effectiveness. After applying the fire caulk, it should be tooled or smoothed to create a professional finish and to ensure proper contact with the substrate. Tooling can be done using a wet finger, a putty knife, or a specialized tooling tool. The tooled surface should be smooth, even, and free from any voids or gaps. Once the fire caulk has been installed, it should be inspected to ensure that it meets the requirements of the fire stop design and the applicable building codes. The inspection should verify that the correct type of fire caulk has been used, that the surfaces have been properly prepared, and that the caulk has been applied correctly. Any deficiencies should be corrected immediately. In addition to proper installation, ongoing maintenance is essential for ensuring the long-term effectiveness of fire stop systems. Fire caulk should be inspected periodically for any signs of damage, such as cracks, gaps, or deterioration. Any damaged fire caulk should be repaired or replaced promptly. It's also important to protect fire caulk from physical damage, such as impact or abrasion. Now, let's consider some of the challenges associated with fire caulk installation and how to overcome them. Firstly, ensuring proper adhesion to different substrate materials. Secondly, dealing with complex penetration configurations. And thirdly, maintaining consistency in the quality of the installation. Adhesion can be a challenge, especially when working with porous or non-porous materials. To improve adhesion, it's important to select a fire caulk that is compatible with the substrate material and to properly prepare the surface before application. Priming the surface may also be necessary. Complex penetration configurations, such as multiple penetrations or irregularly shaped openings, can be difficult to seal effectively. In these cases, it's important to carefully plan the installation and to use the appropriate tools and techniques. It may also be necessary to use a combination of fire caulk and other fire-stopping materials such as mineral wool or fire-rated collars. Maintaining consistency in the quality of the installation requires proper training and supervision. Installers should be thoroughly trained on the proper installation techniques and should be closely supervised to ensure that they are following the correct procedures. Regular inspections can also help to identify and correct any deficiencies. It is also important to discuss the legal and liability aspects of fire caulk installation. In many jurisdictions, fire caulk installation is subject to strict regulations and building codes. Failure to comply with these regulations can result in fines, penalties, and even legal action. It's important for installers to be aware of the applicable regulations and to ensure that their work meets the required standards. Installers may also be held liable for damages caused by defective or improperly installed fire caulk. It's important to have adequate insurance coverage to protect against such liability. Building owners and contractors should also ensure that they are hiring qualified and insured installers to minimize their risk. In conclusion, fire caulk certification is an important aspect of fire safety in buildings. By understanding the requirements for certification, the proper installation techniques, and the legal and liability aspects, installers, building owners, and contractors can help to ensure that fire stop systems are effective in protecting buildings and their occupants from the spread of fire and smoke. Remember to always consult the applicable building codes and standards and to follow the manufacturer's instructions for fire caulk installation. It's also a good idea to seek professional advice from a fire protection engineer or a qualified fire stop installer. Now let's explore some real-world examples of how fire caulk is used in different types of buildings. Firstly, in commercial buildings, fire caulk is used to seal penetrations in fire-rated walls, floors, and ceilings that are created by pipes, cables, and conduits. These penetrations are common in mechanical rooms, electrical rooms, and other areas where building services are located. Secondly, in residential buildings, fire caulk is used to seal penetrations around fireplaces, chimneys, and other heat-producing appliances. It is also used to seal penetrations in fire-rated walls and ceilings at separate dwelling units. Thirdly, in healthcare facilities, fire caulk is used to seal penetrations in fire-rated walls and ceilings that are designed to protect patients and staff from fire. These penetrations are common in operating rooms, intensive care units, and other critical care areas. In industrial facilities, fire caulk is used to seal penetrations in fire-rated walls and ceilings that are designed to contain hazardous materials or processes. These penetrations are common in chemical plants, refineries, and other industrial settings. Now let's discuss some of the emerging trends in fire caulk technology. Firstly, the development of new and improved fire caulk formulations. Secondly, the use of smart technology to monitor fire subsystems. And thirdly, the integration of fire caulk with other fire protection systems. New and improved fire caulk formulations are being developed to provide enhanced fire resistance, improved adhesion, and greater durability. These formulations may incorporate new materials such as nanoparticles or bio-based polymers. Smart technology is being used to monitor fire stop systems and to detect any signs of damage or deterioration. Sensors can be embedded in the fire caulk to measure temperature, humidity, and other parameters. This data can be transmitted to a central monitoring system, which can alert building managers to any potential problems. Fire caulk is also being integrated with other fire protection systems, such as fire sprinklers and fire alarms. This integration can help to improve the overall effectiveness of fire protection in buildings. For example, a fire alarm system could be programmed to automatically activate fire sprinklers in the event of a fire, while also alerting building managers to inspect the fire caulk for any damage. Remember, fire caulk is an essential component of a comprehensive fire protection strategy for buildings. By understanding the importance of fire caulk certification, the proper installation techniques, and the emerging trends in fire caulk technology, building owners, contractors, and installers can help to ensure that buildings are safe from the spread of fire and smoke. And again, it's crucial to consult the applicable building codes and standards and to follow the manufacturer's instructions for fire caulk installation. It's also a good idea to seek professional advice from a fire protection engineer or a qualified fire stop installer. Let's now explore the role of third-party testing and certification in ensuring the quality and performance of fire caulk. Third-party testing laboratories such as Underwriters Laboratories, or UL, and Intertek provide independent testing and certification services for fire caulk and other fire-stopping materials. These laboratories test fire caulk to determine its fire resistance, its ability to prevent the spread of smoke, and its other performance characteristics. Fire caulk that passes these tests is certified and listed by the testing laboratory. The listing provides assurance to building owners, contractors, and inspectors that the fire caulk meets the required performance standards. The listing also provides information about the fire caulk's approved applications and limitations. Third-party certification is an important tool for ensuring the quality and performance of fire caulk. It provides independent verification that the fire caulk meets the required standards and that it is suitable for its intended use. Building owners, contractors, and inspectors should always look for fire caulk that is listed by a recognized third-party testing laboratory. In addition to third-party testing and certification, manufacturers also play a role in ensuring the quality of fire caulk. Manufacturers should have a quality control program in place to ensure that their products meet the required standards. They should also provide clear and accurate information about their products, including their approved applications, limitations, and installation instructions. Building owners, contractors, and inspectors should carefully review the manufacturer's information before using fire caulk. They should also follow the manufacturer's installation instructions to ensure that the fire caulk is installed correctly. Finally, let's discuss some of the resources available for learning more about fire caulk and fire stopping. The National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, offers a variety of resources on fire stopping, including standards, training courses, and publications. The International Fire Stop Council, or IFC, is a trade association that represents manufacturers and installers of fire-stopping materials. The IFC provides information on fire-stopping technology, installation practices, and building codes. The Underwriters Laboratories, or UL, and Intertech websites provide information about their fire caulk listings and certifications. The manufacturers of fire caulk also provide a wealth of information on their products, including technical data sheets, installation instructions, and application guides. By using these resources, building owners, contractors, and installers can stay informed about the latest developments in fire caulk technology and best practices for fire stopping. This knowledge can help them to ensure that buildings are safe from the spread of fire and smoke.